Bertie the bus was excited. A trip to the seaside, just what the fitter ordered. Algie, one of the buses who lived with Bertie at the bus port, needed his engine refurbished. As a new reward for his hard work, the manager told Bertie he could fill in for Algie until the proper stand-in was found. Bertie was very excited, this meant working by the Little Western. It would be nice to see the Westerners, he said, and the sandy beaches. Algie rolled his eyes. Bertie had been blabbering excitedly all evening, much to annoyance to the other buses. To be sure to tell us about it, muttered Algie sarcastically. Bertie just grinned before he finally fell asleep. Next morning, he woke up bright and cheerful as he set happily off to the coast. The sea shore in the summer sunshine, as Bertie trotted happily along in the very wasted on a silly old Algie, chuckled Bertie to himself. It was such a lovely part of the island. At the station he met Duck, who was glad to see him. Nice to see you around these parts, Duck smiled. How are you finding things? It's lovely being here, cheered Bertie. You're lucky to have such a beautiful line. Duck beamed with pride as Bertie set off happily off. But once he had not gone far when he reached trouble. The road was under repair, which meant Bertie had to use a side road which quickly was parked with traffic. Oh bother, grumbled Bertie. And the day was going nicely too. With Bertie settled into the sulk, he waited for the traffic to move. But as he stood waiting, he suddenly noticed something. There, standing in a field, objected to the railway line, stood what appeared to be a rather duplicated double-decker bus. It was in a dreadful state. Its wheels were missing. Its windows were all but gone. It had coat in dirt and grim. "Why, it's full of hens!" gasped Bertie, who was puzzled. But then the traffic cleared, so the road beheld. Bertie had to carry on his way. At the next station, he met Oliver, to whom he quickly explained about his discovery. "Oh, that's just Bulgy," laughed Oliver. "Take no notice of him. He's just an old hen house now." "But why?" asked Bertie. Oliver quickly explained. "Bulgy tried to steal our passengers. He was mean, tyrannical, and manipulative. But his wicked ways got the better of him, and he tried taking a shortcut and ended up wedged under a bridge. He was demolished soon after, and serves right too. If you ask me, he finished with his spite." The little bus was anxious. He was well aware that there were buses who were rude and spiteful towards the railway. But to see a fellow bus be given such a dreadful fate, regardless of who they were, made poor Bertie shudder. He remained uneasy for the rest of the morning. He didn't want to see Bulgy again, but that afternoon his luck ran short. The traffic was a side road ahead, and yet again a build-up, leaving Bertie once more stuck aside of Bulgy's field. Bertie didn't want to look at Bulgy again, but he found that he couldn't look away for long. What he saw shocked him. A Husker double-decker was looking straight at him. Bertie was so shocked he felt he couldn't speak. It was Bulgy who broke the silence. "Mind how you go," he wheezed in his broken voice, a little bit more whisperer. Bertie was taken back. "Oh, I." The broken bus coughed violently as he choked out once again. "Treasure your working life. It's precious, not to be thrown away. Don't forget it, son." With a final sign, his wheezy eyelids dropped back down, and the old bus, endured in silence once more. Poor Bertie was at loss for words. With the road cleared, he rolled silently away, deep in thought. That evening he returned home, Algie braced for the excited gravel. "Go on then," he muttered. tell us about it. But Birdie remained deathly silent, much to Algae's surprise. Is everything alright, Birdie? Yes, I'm fine, mumbled Birdie. Just tired. Good night. With that, he shut his eyes to the world around him, leaving poor Algae feeling very confused. Although he couldn't explain why, Algae felt like Birdie had just seen a ghost.